With the rising of the Middle Ages, education became more important to people. From the Carolingian period, schools were connected to cathedrals and monasteries, training men to be priests and monks. Of course, some schools had better learning materials, such as books, and better teachers, and some who specialized in specific areas such as law, theology, science, and medicine. The larger cities held the best schools, such as Bologna in Italy, Montpellier in France, and Reims in Paris. Students from all over rushed to these schools, so many that teachers had to find bigger areas to teach their lessons and accommodate such heavy crowds. These classes were free for anyone who wanted to attend. Mainly after studying the basics, or trivium, also known as the seven liberal arts, students continued their education at specialist schools. These schools train men for jobs, as all universities to this day do. Universities were not birthed in the Middle Ages. There were some that existed in Asia and ancient Africa, but until the rise of them in the Middle Ages, there were not any in the West. The first university was a medical school in Salerno in Italy in the 9th century, which technically was not a university. It didn't meet the standards to become a university. The very first true university was born in the 11th century at Bologna as a law school. Bologna University is the oldest Western civilization university, referred to as Alma Mater Studiorum. There is no exact date as to when it was developed because they did everything so independently and privately. The oldest documents that can give some form of date were in the form of notes dating back to the Notary Act of 981. This note mentioned a doctor named Petrus, who they believe could have been one of the very first teachers in the schools. Teacher was not a term used until 1170, a title anyone could have as long as they made the request through the church, of course. They do not have much information, if any, on the builder, site, decor, or anything else that has to do with the beginning of the development of Bologna University. Another school with an unknown founding date is Montpellier in France. Montpellier is a law school and medical school that was actually founded by a Bologna alum who came to Montpellier and taught until his death in 1192. Another school, they did not limit at Montpellier how many could teach at there. As long as you were a licensed physician, you could become a teacher. So they had a large number of teachers from all over, which was not a bad thing, getting taught by many who have different knowledge of different things and probably learn, specific things that you're not going to just get from one person. So they got an array of knowledge from many different doctors and lawyers. Another university that didn't have a lot of information on was Reims University in Paris. It was founded, we do know the founding date, which was 1548 by Papal Bull, but then it was shut down in 1793 during the French Revolution.